been a bad month. It's been a bad night. Well, a bad year.
Hey, there's always another table.
Yeah, always another hand.
That's right.
Well, till then.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime.
Come on, Auntie. That's my lucky charm. Girl. You in, gentlemen? You can't win if you're not in.
She sounds very confident.
With reason. Denise Scarpa's one of the best. They call her lady shoes.
Why's that?
She likes shoes.
Good as she is, I think I could take her.
Please, you think you can take her?
Yeah, I think I could take her. You want to know why?
Why?
Because she's a woman. I mean, not to disrespect the gender, but the game of poker is designed by men for men. And that is why the men know.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, poker derives from the ancient Persian game of Asnas, which was designed as a diversion for the young women of their imperial court.
No kidding.
Well, it first made its way to North America by way of the Persian sailors who taught it to the French settlers of New Orleans. Now, of course, the French added their own terms for betting to the game, such as I poke you for $1, I poke against you for $2, I poke against all three of you for $3, well, and so on. And eventually, under the influence of the Northern or the Yankee accent, the game came to be known as poker. You all right?
I'm not sure. I got my back.
You know, Fraser, from the second floor, there's always the other option.
Which is?
The stairs.
All right. Well, I'll remember that.
You get the plate?
Oh, I was indisposed.
Great. That is greatness. Another night wasted. All night for nothing.
Where do you think you're going?
She hates explosives.
Most animals do.
Well, she is.
What's with Deef?
Well, I'm not sure. It might be love. And again, it might just be worms.
What's the diff? Man, I sure as hell did not think explosives. You know, I'm supposed to be the inside guy on a simple gambling bust so I can go to court and say to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant was raking in the cash.
Well, Ray, it's very difficult to anticipate an exploding wall.
Fraser, I'm paid to anticipate.
You can't always predict the outcome.
Please. Don't tell me you got a thing for it.
For who?
You know who. Lady Shoes.
I don't know her.
Exactly. And you never will. She's a card player. You never get to know a woman like that.
If you say so.
Well, yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I know. I heard you say that.
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah.
Guy blows a hole through a wall, he jumps through with the gun, and you don't get him, detective? No, not good. That's why the press is always pushing more SWAT teams, because we got cops who don't know how to use their guns.
Sir?
You got a license for that?
Not for this. No, I'm just sort of I'm just trying it out. You know, sort of as a preamble to wearing heat. I'm taking self-defense.
You're gonna defend yourself by drowning somebody to death?
Well, I thought it'd be a little more humane than, you know, lying to some guy or kicking him in the, you know, the nether regions.
Nether regions?
Yeah, well, oh, actually, sir, I'm kind of wearing this for a different reason.
Fashion.
No. I've sort of been thinking about the academy.
You want to become a cop?
Become a cop? I don't know about that. I'm just, you know, really sort of basically tossing it around in my mind right now until I can resolve the uniform issue.
The uniform issue?
Yeah, well, my head is shaped a little weird, and I can't really wear a hat. I was the only girl at my first communion at Our Lady of Immaculate Conception who couldn't wear a veil.
Well, you know, that would be a problem.
Yeah. But until I worked that out, I was just kind of hoping that, you know, maybe you could steer me in the right direction.
Oh, sure. I can give you all the advice you need to get into the academy. I don't know what I can do about this hat thing.
That's great. That's fine. I'll worry about the hat thing. Thank you. Yeah, sir, do you think we could, you know, just sort of keep this under
our hats?
Well, yeah, and until, in case it doesn't really work out, you know. Thank you.
Looks like you might be here a while, so can I get you a coffee or a tea?
Yeah, I'll take a coffee. Black.
Black.
It's gonna be hard to drink it with these on.
All right, where is she now?
She's in interview 1. She's not being very helpful. Said she didn't see the guy.
She's trying to cut a deal?
I can't tell. I brought up those assault charges from the poker game in Arkansas. I said, you'll do time. She says, so I'll do time.
It's not easy to scare Denny Scarpa. This mook I know, his cousin sat in one of her tables. Must have been 10 years ago. Even then, she had ice water in her veins.
She claims we tried to kill her.
Well, she does have a point, Ray.
No, she didn't have a point. She's just pissed that she didn't make me for a cop.
Point is, if she doesn't identify this guy, she's not a material witness.
She was looking right at him.
Oh, so she's lying? Why?
Hiding something.
Well, perhaps she's frightened.
Yeah, maybe I better go talk to this legend. See who's got the better bluff. What? Back?
Yeah.
Back. Put both hands on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Take a knee. Now breathe.
Oh.
Breathe.
Agent White, Agent Exley. Wants to come back after yoga, Joe? You're Constable Benton Fraser of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. First came to Chicago on the trail of his father's...
Yes, he is. Now, what do you want?
Danny Scarpa.
When we're finished.
It's been cleared.
I play a little poker.
Me too.
Of course you do. All cops play poker. A little poker.
A little poker? Well, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm just stating the facts, gentlemen. Card? Not quite good enough. Next.
No one can be that lucky.
Are you insinuating that I cheat, Detective?
Gentlemen, take 5.
Agent White, Agent Exley.
Nice suits.
So, Danny Scarpa.
And you are...
A couple of guys who might be able to help you out.
in exchange for?
You give us Alex Farah. Hang on to her. You clear it with Walsh.
Mind if I use the ladies?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Auntie!
We're gonna cut a deal.
Oh, imagine our surprise.
She's got a game set up. We got word that one of the guys we're looking for is gonna be there. Alex Farah. He's suspected of extortion, market fraud, murder, he's a card player. Been out of the country a couple of years. He's coming in for a grudge match against Scarpa. We'd like to put in an appearance.
Well, Fair sounds rough. Why don't you just get Scarpa to tell you where the game is, you know?
The lady's the attraction. He doesn't want to just play poker. He wants to go toe-to-toe with ladies' shoes. She doesn't show, he doesn't show. It's been a pleasure.
Those two guys bug me.
Hi.
Hi. That feels good to get that thing off.
Traffic bad?
A cop cut me off. You believe that?
Mm-hmm.
set. Where's Scarpa?
The restroom.
Hey, where's my poncho?
Excuse me for a moment.
White? She saw him, Lieutenant. All we have to do is,
Sir, Scarpa got away. The feds let her go to the bathroom, and
She outwitted us.
Yeah.
You want me to call the Bureau, or you guys think you can handle that?
I think we should take a look at this from another angle, Lieutenant. You find her.
We don't tell the Bureau that your station house lost a federal asset.
Well, I guess we better find her.
how? Fraser, you think this is one of your good ideas, following around the wolf?
It's the only lead we have, Ray.
No dogs in the building.
Says who?
Me.
You are?
And the guy who keeps the dogs out of the building.
And, what about that dog?
Well, that dog's different. That dog I know, this dog I don't know.
Yeah, this dog's with me.
And who are you?
Chicago PD. Where does this dog live?
1410, but she's never in.
Who? The dog?
She's not a dog. No, she's got legs that go all the way to the top. But like I said, she's never in.
Good. I'll leave a note. Out.
Thank you kindly.
Not so smart to come here, Joey.
Well, you're okay? You got out of it?
Yeah, I took care of it. But the game is still on.
What for? Well, we got plenty of money.
Just one more time.
It's dangerous. We aren't really going to leave a note, are we?
No. We're gonna break in, look through her personal possessions, and use her can without a warrant.
Just one more time, and then we can be together always. Joey, take this.
Look, generally it's not a great bet to come back to your place of residence once you've escaped police custody. Damn it. Fraser, if you were gonna drop a guy, you gotta say something first like, Ray, I'm gonna drop you.
Well, I'm sorry, Ray, but with my back being the way it is, it was extremely difficult to hang on.
Okay, I guess I'll let it go this time. Did you get a plate?
No, I was otherwise occupied.
I guess I gotta do everything.
Oh, so you got the plate then?
No, I did not get the plate, Fraser, but...
All right, well, what did you get?
I got the girl.
People lose money, they carry grudges. It's a danger that comes with the territory. It's just never been this close.
You say you've never seen this man before. You've never played with him?
Mm-mm.
Likely he was hired by a third party. If you don't mind me saying so, you pursue a very dangerous occupation.
You know, the strange thing is, I wanted to be a physician. I was in pre-med at NYU. One weekend, sat down at a nook and table in Atlantic City, put my textbooks in the garbage can, and I never looked back.
Do you regret it?
After this thing, yes.
Watch your head. Don't tell me, Fraser. She is one great lady. She feeds starving children, so we're gonna have to stick out our skinny necks.
I'm not sure about the starving children, Ray, but...
You're a good guy, Fraser. And one of the good things about you is you take people at face value. She's different. She is a card shark.
Ray, we know that this man is dangerous and that he probably came here to eliminate a witness. And if that's the case, he'll undoubtedly try again. Furthermore, in the absence of a hard and fast deal, if we hand her over to the federal agents, it's unlikely that her protection will be a high priority.
Do not fall for her, Fraser.
We have to protect her.
Do not fall for her.
I'm not.
All right, what's the plan?
Of course, I'm not sure what it is that you actually wear when you're not wearing any clothes. I mean, when you're asleep. This may not be appropriate.
No, it's perfect. Thank you. Are you just gonna stand there and watch me, or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fraser. Off duty and still working. You really gotta learn to relax. I mean, look at me. How do I seem?
How do you seem?
Yeah. I mean, do I seem tense to you?
No, sir. You appear to be very loose-limbed.
That would be the Latin influence. That would be a Latin horn.
A Latin horn.
I gotta pee. I was having tapas with the Spanish ambassador. Yeah, he's remarkably erudite, learned, well-read, and really hot-blooded. See what I mean? We're gonna continue. I have a really high-level power meeting at 0900 hours, so I'm gonna be late.
You're so beautiful in moonlight.
Cards very well.
It's what I do.
Are you naturally lucky, or do you cheat?
It depends on how you define cheating. Looks cozy, doesn't it? Is it sore? Was it here?
Yes.
I used to do this for my dad when he'd get home working late. Kid brother, too. You have a brother?
No.
Sister?
No.
It's tough when they can't take care of themselves. My kid brother was just one mess after another. Right here?
Mm-hmm. Handle muscles well also. You mind if I ask you a question? Are you protecting someone?
Just myself and my dog.
It sounds very lonely.
You tell me.
Are you suggesting our situations are similar?
Both outsiders. One step ahead of everybody else. Yeah, I think so.
What do you plan to do about the FBI and Mr. Farah?
If I can't cut a deal, I'll face charges. And if I can cut a deal, I'll face Farah. Either way, I'm kind of boxed in.
It's a dangerous game.
Life is a dangerous game. The trick is to minimize the risk.
How do you plan to minimize the risk in a game with Farah?
I'd have to have someone with me. Someone I could trust.
Someone like me, you mean?
You would be perfect.
I should answer that.
You're bluffing, right?
No, I never bluff. Excuse me.
This is Tommy, our sketch artist. Don't you feel a little naked without the long johns?
I have several pair.
Ballistics was positive with gun. The guy who was shooting at is the same guy who took down the game.
This is nice. Really nice.
Thank you.
Real wood and everything.
Tommy doesn't get out much. This is your witness.
The woman?
Right. Blind as a bat. Damn, he knows his way around a pencil. Fraser. You know what the hell you're doing?
What is it you think I'm doing?
Hey, you tell me. You're the one who's got a shark swimming around in your underwear.
It's purely a matter of practicality, Ray. Her clothes are not particularly conducive to sleeping.
Oh, so you just had to take them off.
No, she managed that all by herself.
Look, Fraser, all I'm trying to say here is this woman is a dangerous customer. I mean, she's covering angles, she's looking at the odds, she's looking for insurance. This is not the, little girl from the igloo next door.
You think she's protecting someone?
Yeah, maybe boyfriend.
But we have no proof of that.
Oh, man, is she reeling you in?
Well, why do you say that?
Would you be so diplomatic if she wasn't such a beautiful woman?
Certainly.
Awful thing is, I believe you.
Hold on. Admittedly, I did only catch a glimpse of him, and he was wearing a hat, but I was quite sure his hair was dark.
I'm pretty sure it was blonde. This is him.
I'll get that out on the wire right away. Tommy.
Real cherry wood. Wow.
Well, good night. Steve, Auntie.
Good night.
Night.
Agent White?
Agent Exley?
Where is she?
No idea. Is that why you needed a sketch artist this evening?
No, the thing of it is, I love art, paintings mostly. Sculpture does not turn my crank. But I love oils and watercolors and... Hey now, where the hell did she come from?
You just bought yourself some trouble.
Trouble?
With a capital T.
We're filing charges.
What charges?
Harboring a fugitive, for starters.
Well, she's our fugitive. Maybe he was just holding her.
In the Canadian consulate?
A bit unorthodox.
I don't want to hear about it.
We're taking her right now.
Or else what?
We'll take your boy here instead.
Boy.
Gentlemen, I think I may have a solution to this.
What?
Well, I've spoken with Miss Scarpa, and I believe that she'll agree to cooperate with you on one condition.
Condition being?
She wants someone at the table that she can trust.
You.
She trusts you.
I believe she does, yes.
You're
You're
on.
on.
Agent White?
Agent Exley?
Fraser, you don't know how to play poker.
No, I'm not entirely unfamiliar with it, Ray. Although perhaps a refresher course in some of the fundamentals might be a good idea. Is an ace still considered a high card?
Okay, this is retarded. You cannot learn to play poker in one night and hope to beat a shark.
Possibly. Although, one time I did manage to learn almost all of Milton's Paradise Lost in a single evening. Of course, my chances for survival were very slim at the time. I had to keep my mind very focused.
Prove it.
Prove what?
Do the Paradise Lost thing.
Of man's first disobedience and the fruit of that forbidden tree whose mortal taste brought death into the world and all our woe, the loss...
Okay. Maybe we got a shot. Okay, let's get down to basics. Poker is a game of money and deception.
Penalties go to the weak, rewards go to the strong.
In poker, you're on your own.
The loser makes himself a loser.
And the winner makes himself a winner.
I see. And where do the cards fit into this?
The cards are incidental. Think about it this way. Poker is sheer justice. Okay. Low card brings it in. Bet. Okay, we are on 4th Street.
I bet my salary on Fraser, a year's worth.
Hi, Fraser.
Francesca.
That would be illegal, Miss Vecchio.
Why?
State of Illinois has laws against illegal gaming. Okay, betting on poker, even a small sum such as your salary, would be considered illegal.
Well, that's just stupid.
Stupid or not, it's the law, and you should know the law if you want to become
Hey, sir, watch your cards there.
If you want to become a what, Francesca?
Nothing. I was just musing, hypothetically. Can't gamble since I can't break the law.
Oh, yeah? Since when? Down and dirty.
This morning.
Now, do I still have to bet?
Yes.
But I've already won. It would seem to be gloating. Well, It seems that I have a blush for low.
Constable, you have a flush and it's ace high, and you can't do that. You can't be bluffing when you're not bluffing.
I wasn't bluffing, sir. I was just telling the truth.
Poker is not about the truth, Fraser.
It's about deception, Constable.
You stink, Fraser.
Of what?
The truth.
Do you think Fraser's up to this?
As long as he doesn't have to lie.
Or bluff?
Or hold.
I guess cheating is out of the question.
Imagine living like that.
Forget about it. How about those feds?
Leaving?
I thought you were sleeping.
You've been up all night.
Nice of you. Are you nervous about tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm scared. I had a run-in with Fer a couple of years back. He's a tough guy. He'll have bodyguards. Anything can happen.
You think something will happen?
I don't know. I'm a card player, not a psychic.
You know, sometimes telling the truth is the only way out.
You'll never make a poker player.
Well, actually, I won a bag of candy.
Anyone can win when the stakes don't matter.
Sure enough. And I took the liberty of looking into your record.
Of course.
You were arrested for assault in connection with a knifing in a poker game in Arkansas.
One in Rome.
And you confessed to the stabbing, even though witnesses at the scene said your brother Larry actually committed the crime.
Witnesses can be wrong.
Or you could have been protecting your brother. He had a record. A judge would have been stern with him.
You look out for your family. Larry... he couldn't take care of himself.
What color is his hair?
Dark. Was, and Larry's dead. He couldn't let things go. He was in Bakersfield and ran into another man who couldn't let things go. And I wasn't there to help him. Are you testing me?
Yes.
Can I trust you?
Mm-hmm.
Then why can't you trust me?
Who says I don't? I should go. You know, my father used to say that duty was a passion. Maybe the only one that really counted.
You got no duty here, Fraser. All you got is risk. You know, what if you start to sweat and Farrah twigs to the scam? I mean, anything could go down.
Well, I'm aware there are risks.
You know, Fraser, when I was in college, I used to go to the track and play the horses. One day I was down there and I met this chick from Albany. She had a good line. And I bought it. Hook, line, sinker. You know, before she left, she'd taken everything.
You think I'm confusing duty with passion?
No, I think that there's a lot of things you can do with a woman like this, but trusting them isn't one of them.
Who says I trust her?
You telling me everything? You can back out, you know.
Well, I can't do that. Hi, Francesca. I wonder if you'd mind looking up some information for me.
Sure, Fresh, but first, can I ask you a question about your work?
Well, I'll try to answer, but of course, as a member of the RCMP, I have taken an oath of secrecy. As a consequence, there are certain matters that I am bound not to discuss.
What do you mean, like about the Queen and Inspector Thatcher?
Well, I am loyal to them both. However, actually, I was referring to, well, discussions of matters that might compromise national security.
Oh.
So, what do you want to know?
Yeah, is the hat really necessary?
Absolutely essential. This is the information I require.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
What were you guys just talking about?
Nothing. Headgear.
Come on, he gave you a piece of paper. What was on the paper?
Nothing, Ray. He just wanted me to look over a few things for him. Why? Is that a crime, too? Because if that's a crime as well, then there's just way too many crimes. I can't get all these crimes in my head. I'm going to have to rethink the whole thing.
You do that. You think that'd be a good hobby for you.
All right, I have to get ready now. I can't eat on game day. I can't use mint toothpaste. I can't face any corner of the room for more than 10 seconds. And I can't smell a man until I sit at the table. So, you both are gonna have to leave.
I knew gamblers were superstitious, but...
It's not superstition, it's discipline. And discipline is part of the game.
And this discipline works?
I win.
I think I'll stay here.
Yeah, I'll go cover the rear exit. Wake me if anything happens.
Can't wear your tuxedo. Why not?
Because you look like a waiter at Chico's.
Only if it's light blue.
It's not blue, it's black and beautiful, just like me.
He's got to look expensive, like the boys in Vegas.
Vegas, they wear track suits.
Yeah, but he's got to look like he knows what he's doing. He's got to look slick. He's got to look good. You look good. You look,
sharp. Ray sharp. Hey, you're a real fashion plate constable. Look, here's your steak. Courtesy Chicago PD.
Yeah.
Now, understand, anything you earn off of that belongs to the Chicago Police Department. All right? Yes, sir. Let's check out the setup.
You want another card? Dealer smiling, don't take it.
And if the guy next to you smells like bacon bits, definitely see him and raise him.
that was Franny. She got the information you wanted. Curious?
I'd appreciate it.
2 years ago, Farrah played a game in Bakersfield. Night ended with a homicide. That was the last time Farrah was seen in the country. The deceased is a guy named Lawrence Packard. What does that mean?
All right, showtime. Let's go to the table. Good luck, Constable.
a little whacked.
There's our next player. This one's Malone.
Out of Oklahoma. Oil money. Plays the circuit.
Runner-up, 95 World Championships, Reno.
Next guest.
Really?
Cider. Thank you kindly. Whoa. Stiff apples.
Mounties in place.
Nice tux.
For a rental.
Hey, I own that tux.
What do you charge?
Here we go.
It's fair. Game's on.
Name's Carson. Steel Eyes Carson. So cold up in Canada?
Well, it can be, yes.
Delighted.
Glad you could make it. Gentlemen, shall we get started?
I went north once, looking for bear. Froze my little toe.
You know, Steel Eyes, extremities are often insufficiently protected against the challenge of northern winter. As a matter of fact, I once knew of a man who lost the crotch of his pants on a barbed wire fence. And later that night, a particularly harsh night, he almost lost his,
That's another story. So where is everyone else from? Miami.
We better go in.
It's not the protocol, Detective.
It's not the what?
We're pursuing the AC strategy.
AC?
Al Capone.
We got witnesses lined up to testify against Farah.
No one will testify until he's in custody.
So we'll nail him on gaming. But to get this charge to stick...
Farah's got to take a pot.
You in?
Well, let me see. There's 52 cards in the deck.
4 cards in any given suit. Now, what is the possibility of getting 3 of those 4 cards in a 7-hand game with none of them showing? Well, I don't think the odds could be any greater than 1 in 2,756.
Are you playing or talking?
Let him bet, Joey.
Terribly sorry.
What's your man doing? He's winning.
There is something compelling about having vast quantities of money coming in one's direction, isn't there?
This is not good.
Farah has to take a pot.
We can't take Farah.
$1,000.
Looks like the makings of a flush to Steel Eyes.
Steel Eyes. It's an interesting moniker, Mr. Carson. Perhaps I should adopt a nickname.
We could call you Big Mouth.
That would seem to be apt. And you're known as Lady Shoes, I believe.
Some people call me that.
And your last name, Scarpa, that's not your name from birth, is it?
Maybe it is, and maybe it isn't.
If I'm not mistaken, your given name was actually Packard.
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 What's he doing?
It's a truly fascinating game, poker. Very few pursuits so effortlessly combine money, deception, truth.
And so often, the real stakes far exceed what's actually on the table.
He's showing his hand. We gotta go.
We sit tight.
By way of example, only recently I heard of a game that was played in Bakersfield.
Who cares?
The stakes were so high they resulted in a homicide.
A man by the name of Lawrence Packard.
Cards.
This is the guy from the takedown.
What are you talking about?
It's a setup, you morons. Packard was her brother. Danny's here to take out Farah, and Joey is the trigger man. Let's move now.
We sit tight.
We move now.
Hold your positions, men.
Mr. Ferry, you were at Bakersfield, were you not?
What kind of game are you playing?
I believe it's called poker.
She walks the narrow cobblestones, blots through her skin. She doesn't know the method or the magic. She can see the other circle almost close enough to touch. Now
We move.
it's time. She opens up the window to the other
Thank you, Ray.
Drop it! Move! And you're dead!
like home is waiting on. Your clothes are full is mine. Her fears grow cold, drawing
You play a dangerous game.
Farah killed my brother.
And so you ordered Joey to kill Farah,
She's trying to even out the game.
using me in the process.
You could have let me go.
Who says I won't let you go now?
You're bluffing.
I never bluff.
I thought you said you didn't bluff.
I'm learning.
She's after Club Fed. 5 card, 1 drop. Who tipped you up?
Well, there was something about her manner in the hotel room that suggested she wasn't truly in any mortal peril. Also, she claimed to have been a medical student at New York University, but there was no record to support that claim. What's the ante?
I don't know. We'll play for air.
All right. Ante is in. In addition, when she was kissing me...
Wait a minute. You kissed her?
Oh, no, she kissed me.
What was it like?
The kiss? Delightful.
Why didn't you tell me?
That the kiss was delightful?
Not the kiss, that you suspected her.
Ah, well, I wasn't sure. But as you had instructed me, there are certain cards that are better left hidden until they're absolutely needed.
So you were bluffing.
Evading.
Bluffing.
Delaying.
Bluffing.
Equivocating.
Bluffing.
Bluffing.
Thank you. What do you think the odds are that in this universe Francesca will take to that dog?
Oh, difficult to compute. But Auntie needs a good home, and Francesca has a good heart. So
how many cards?
I'll take none, thank you.
None.
None.
Okay, 2 can play that game. I'll take none, too.
100
Of?
100 of air.
Okay, I'll see your 100 and I raise you 50.
All right, I will see that 50, and I'll call.
Man.
Once again, crowded home.
House.
Crowded house.
Full house.
Full house. Full house. I'll take that air now, Ray.
I'm tapped out.
I'll accept an IOU.
An IOU on air?
I want you to honor your wager.
It's stupid.